I need some help. Where's my damn village? Where's my people? Where's my brotherhood? Maybe I haven't been asking for it enough. Maybe I just had too much pride. But go back and look at my videos. I don't got no more pride no more. I'll do anything, man. I'll do anything. Like, shit. I'll throw on a wig and try to make y'all laugh. I'll do whatever the fuck it takes to try to help my family right now. I have no more pride as a man. I have no more pride as a dad. Disabled back's fucked up. Barely take care of my family, man. And I'm hurting. Like, I'm hurting. We used to do all right. I'll give you my address. I'll fucking DM it right now. Show up, man. This fucking nation is failing, bro. This nation is failing. I bleed red, white, and blue. First ever tattoo on my body. Right after joining the military. This is who I am. But where is America? Fuck this shit. Where's my people? Where's my brotherhood? You know, I'm just tired, man. I'm tired of it.
Hello, my beautiful people. I hope you're doing fantastic, and it's always a pleasure to have you here in my channel. So in today's video, Americans are crying out because of high cost of living. Many of them are working 2, 3, or even 4 jobs, but still struggling to survive. Rent is too high, food is expensive, and life feels like a never-ending battle. So more and more Americans are opting to move out of America and go look for a better life elsewhere. So what went wrong? And how did the richest country in the whole world reach to this point? Let's get to see their reactions. Then we come back with a complete analysis about this topic, all right? Let's dive into it.
No, because fuck you, America, for making me pay, or for making me work 4 fucking jobs! 4 jobs! While I'm in college in rural fucking Tennessee and I can barely pay my own fucking rent, and I'm taking 19 credit hours on top of those 4 fucking jobs, and I still can't graduate on time, and I still can't graduate early even though I'm taking 21 credit hours next semester! It's not fucking fair. It's not fucking fair anymore. It's never been fair, not in my lifetime. And will it ever be fair? No, because I'm a woman in America. Oh my God. I just want to live in peace, America. And I will one day. Probably somewhere fucking else. Anyways, look how cute my nails are.
This is the first month I won't be able to afford rent. I'm not a rich person. I don't have a lot of stuff. I have basic household necessities, a couch, a bed, washer, a dryer. That's about it. A car. I don't have a lot of lavish things. I don't go on vacations and I don't spend a lot. Rent's increased from $1,300 to $1,800. The food prices are too high. I've cut back on eating because I literally cannot afford food. I've cut back on my favorite snacks, cat food, treats. I'm exhausted all the time from being overworked and underpaid. You don't catch a break when you grow up poor. I don't need much to be happy. I just want to be able to live comfortable. I just really need to catch a break right now. I'm trying so hard and I feel like I'm not doing enough. I don't have family. I don't have anything to fall back on.
I'm just mad. I'm just fucking mad anymore. There's no reason for me to be like, yay, fucking America, like, we're so great, we're so free, we're so powerful. I'm fucking starving. I have to go without so that my kid can fucking maybe have Pop-Tarts once a month. So I'll go without fucking eating something, right? It shouldn't be that way. It shouldn't be that way. We shouldn't have to go like, let's see, we haven't had meat and a long time, because guess what? We can't afford it, okay? Nor do we want to go down and buy the, meat glue, meat at Walmart that, America just thinks that, we deserve, right? Because we're not worth anything, because that's what I'm taking it as. We're just not fucking worth it. But yet we're the ones working every fucking day to make this country go round and round. But we're not worth being able to have decent food or the amount of food that we need to fucking have one of our family members go without. I'm done. I'm done. I'm so done. It shouldn't be this way. And I know that it's not just this way for me.
The cost of living in this country is currently, it's not going to be, it is currently unsustainable. And there are people that they know this, but then they'll still look at somebody else that's struggling and then tell them they're not doing good enough. I want you to imagine somebody that makes $75,000 a year. That's a pretty high up wage in terms of like top earners in this country, $75,000 a year. And we're going to go through some things here. This is a person with no debt outside of a car. And please don't hit me with the, you can go buy a car for, shut up, you can't, shut up, stop saying ridiculous things. An entry-level decent car is $30,000. So this person who puts $200 a month into insurance and they pay 5% into their 401k because shut up, people should be able to put money into their retirement. Because if you're not doing it now, you're never going to get to start doing it later. So after those two things come out of their paycheck and their taxes are paid, they bring home $53,850 a year from a $75,000 paycheck. Average rent in my state for a one-bedroom apartment, because an adult should be able to live by themselves, $1,700. That car payment at 6% for an entry-level, very reasonable sedan, nothing fancy, that car payment's $579 a month. Car insurance, $240 or so a month for a lot of vehicles in this day and age. You're a young person, you've got a nice job, but the insurance companies still want to screw you over. Food. You only cook at home. You never, ever go out. You only cook at home and you only eat decent quality food because a human being should be allowed to eat decent quality food. You pay $879 a month for that. You spend $250 a month in gas. You wear and tear on your car $100 a month. $80 for your phone, $80 for your internet, $175 a month for your electricity, $70 for your water, $20 for your cash. You make $75,000 a year, and outside of a car payment, you have zero debt. Do you know how much money you have left over annually at a $75,000 wage? You do nothing. You don't own a Netflix. You don't go out on a date. You don't pay to go to a park. You don't go watch a movie. You do nothing. If you can't find it on the internet for free, you don't get to do it. If you can't cook it at home for your $800, you don't get to do it. You have $3,700 left over annually. That's like $320 a month. And there's going to be, well, that's $300. Shut up. Shut your stupid, contrarian, edgelord mouth. That's not a doctor bill, because God knows just because we have insurance doesn't mean that we don't still pay far out the ass when we go to the doctors. People like to be entertained. They want to date. They want to... There's those of you out there that will tell somebody living like this on $75,000 a year before taxes that they are not doing what they're supposed to do, that they should get a second job, that they should get a side hustle, that they should get a better job. And the fact that you would look at somebody with no debt other than a car and say something like this to them means objectively you're a moron and you live in a fantasy world. This is unsustainable.
Living in America is exhausting. You wake up tired, you go to work tired, you come home, barely surviving, go to sleep, wake up, go to work, come home, and you're still fucking broke. Every single month, rent's due, rent is through the roof, groceries are double what they used to be just 2 years ago. You go to the gas pump to fill up your car and it's like you paid another car note. Everything, and I mean everything, is up in price. But your paycheck, still the same. And once inflation gets done with it, it's probably even a little less. Yet somehow, they keep telling us, just budget a little bit more. Just work a little bit harder. Like, I'm sorry, how many jobs do I need now? 4? 5? 7? That's not living. That's barely surviving.
Is anyone else completely sick and tired of living in America where you're expected to work your entire life? Like, we are not here to work. Our jobs are not our lives. Our jobs are not our purpose. Like, everyone asks me, like, what's your job? What are you doing with your life? Like, I'm just trying to save enough and get passive income so I can go travel the world and start my life. Like, everyone thinks their purpose is to work. Like, you get done with high school, then you go to college for 4 years, then you're $30,000 in debt, and then you're trying to find a job just so you can pay off that debt over the next 3 years. And then what? Then you're making enough money just to pay your mortgage and afford groceries and then pay for kids. And then before you know it, you're 60 and you're retiring and your body hurts because of your job and you didn't do anything that you wanted to do. And that's our life. That's what you're expected to do. And if you break out of that, then people are going to judge you and think you're weird or you're crazy or you're a hippie. I'm so sick of it. America needs to make a change. Something needs to change because people are not happy here. People are not living their dreams. People are not living their life. They are working. They think that their work is their life. It is not that way.
The truth is, people are not lazy. They're just tired of working so hard, but getting little in return. The cost of living keeps going high, but the wages don't. So many people feel stuck, hopeless, and forgotten. That's why so many of them are opting and giving up on the American dream to go look for a better life outside the US. Maybe it's time to ask, is the system broken, and can the American dream still be saved?
I hear the word on the street is that the new American dream is actually to leave America. Because why do I want to stay in a place where I'm not welcome? And so I posted something on Threads yesterday, and folks was all on my comment section talking about something. We need to fight. Fuck a fight. I don't want to fight anymore. I'm exhausted. I don't want to do it anymore. I want to live in peace. I don't want to live paycheck to paycheck. I don't want to just be surviving. I want to thrive. I don't want to have to go to the emergency room or go to the doctor and then be left with a $2,500 bill wondering how I'm going to pay it. I don't want to pay a $500 electric bill no more. I don't want to pay a $350 water bill no more. No, I want to live in peace. I don't want to eat food that's manufactured in a lab. I want to eat watermelons with seeds. I don't want to eat food that's from bioengineered ingredients filled with all these pesticides and antibiotics. I don't want that. I want to live in peace. I'm tired of fighting. Are you?
All right, y'all. Here's the truth. This is the truth. Honest truth, okay? Y'all should prepare to leave the United States. You should prepare financially, mentally, physically to live in another country. I go back and forth from the United States to Rwanda. Okay? It doesn't look good for America right now. Like, I'm going to give you a quick example. Airlines. There's a specific airline that is arresting people of color when they ask the status of their flight, especially when their flight has been canceled twice. They actually will tell you, if you come to my kiosk again, I'm going to call the state police. The airport's in Logan. It's in actually Boston, but the airport name is Logan Airport. That's what's going on behind the scenes. People are getting arrested for no reason with extreme force. So this is usually not my content, but I just want to inform everyone that in order for you to leave the United States and be successful living in another country, you are going to have creativity. You're going to have adaptability. You're going to have to be flexible. I don't know if you saw my video that I was actually applying for a visa for the country of Rwanda. Thank goodness they gave it to me. But heed this advice. It is not a simple decision to make to leave the United States. I know we have all of our comfort foods, our comfort homes, our comfort air conditioners, heating, it's at our disposal. But in some countries, it's not like that. Now, one thing I can guarantee you, by living in another country, especially the continent of Africa, is your freedom. That's what I'm going to guarantee you, is your freedom. Your freedom to drive a car without having to worry about getting pulled over or racial profiling. Eating fresh fruits and vegetables that are not tainted with pesticides and other chemicals that cause us to have cancer. You will have a sense of community that you never could imagine in a million years. And a sense of pride. That's what I can tell you if you decide to leave the United States.
For many people, America has always been the land of opportunities. It has been the land where hard work promised prosperity. But these videos of people crying every day and say they cannot afford life, everything has gone up, it makes us wonder, and it makes us people think twice about going to America. And I think many people in Africa, I think it's time to rethink the decision and maybe start investing at home. Because I believe in Africa there's a lot of opportunities, or anywhere else. There is a lot of opportunities. And if you cannot make it in your own country, I don't think you can make it in the US. So it all starts in the mindset, You must have a mindset that you have to make it. You must work towards our goal. Because it seems like the system in America is rigged to demand more while giving less. Hard work no longer guarantees anything. You see people are working 2, 3, 4 jobs, and you wonder, you ask yourself, when do these people get to have a social life? When do they get to interact with people? I've seen so many people when they come to Africa, they always enjoy in Africa because in Africa it is the social life. Social life is very rampant here. And people enjoy the life, people enjoy the freedom. They're not working all the time. Because here, I think with just some few dollars, with just $1,000, you can live a decent life here in Africa. So I think people should just be able to develop where they are, because if you cannot make it where you are, you cannot make it elsewhere. So, people are tired of living paycheck to paycheck. College graduates drowning in debt, right, left, center, and they're still living in their parents. You can see even someone who is 30, they still live with their parents. Because why? Because they cannot afford to pay a rent, because rent is too high for someone who is not working. So the reality for millions is far from the promise of a better life, and Americans are so exhausted. Thank you so much for tuning in to this video. If you found value in what we shared, kindly consider subscribing and turn on notifications so you never miss any update from our videos. Your support truly means a lot, and it helps us keep bringing you more insightful content. Thanks again, and see you in the next video.